That might have showed up then.
That would be embarrassing. Hi, everyone. Welcome to tonight's show and, the Great Awakening Hour Plus. And today we're doing Ask Us Anything because there's a lot going on. And what will happen tonight? Allie, I'll answer intuitively. Allie's specialty is the tarot, so I'll do intuitive answers. Allie will read the cards. And it can be anything, whatever you want. Ask away. There's a lot going on, but without any further ado, I want to introduce you all to this wonderful, beautiful, sexy, vivacious, funny, gorgeous goddess, my hottest goddess, Allie. Hi, baby.
Hi, darling. Hello, everybody.
I feel like I forgot an adjective or two.
I know. I don't think there's any more that you could have used, baby. I appreciate you very much.
Well, I'm crazy about you.
I didn't know. You didn't know I was crazy about you either, did you?
Of course I did.
Mm.
You're crazy enough to stalk me in my dreams.
Yep. Oh, yeah, baby.
And then for me to stalk you back in real life without telling you I saw you in my dreams.
Hello, Hathor. Hello.
Oh, that color's not going to work.
Oh, yeah, no.
Oh, no.
Feather there and a Laurie. Hi.
I didn't adjust that. All I did was the color below here.
Oh, here we are. I've got it. There you go.
Ah, much better.
Yeah. Oh.
Howdy, everyone.
Everybody.
Yeah, welcome aboard. What going on?
Isn't it?
Oh, yeah. There's a lot, and there's stuff that, gosh, you just got to question. I posted a video earlier today on my personal Facebook page, and it's from Representative Nancy Mace. And she said, where is it? Maybe I should just play it. It's a great video. Yeah, let's just do that. Let me look it up on YouTube. Let you guys hear it and see what you guys think. Just takes a second to look it up. Okay.
Right, so.
Reels.
Okay, so hello to everybody as we're waiting there. Hello, Linda. Hi, Chrissy. Long time no see. So we got Laurie, liked and shared. Let me write it down. Number 77 and 78, Laurie.
Your mom liked a comment that I mentioned in a minute ago. Why isn't she watching us right now?
Yeah, Mummy, where are you?
How dare you? Because this is probably part of her morning ritual,
Yeah, I know. She's probably got her home back and gone, oh, phew, Ali's gone home.
I say that all the time, too.
I've been staying at hers for a couple of days.
Okay, here we go. See if I can make it a little bigger. Move us around a little. Oh well, you'll hear it. You'll get the gist. Here we go.
Everyone.
Oops.
Good morning, everyone.
Why is that muted? Can you hear it?
Yeah.
Just watching this whole Tony Gonzalez thing play out, Corey Mills thing play out, the Ilana Mar thing play out, the Stacey Plaskett thing play out.
So why does she have more balls than most congressmen and women?
They've got nothing on her.
Yeah. Yep.
She hasn't been to those parties. She hasn't drunk that strange liquid that makes them forget what they've done that night.
I mean, she's calling out people left and right. She's standing up against, you know, all the people that are doing bad things, shall we say. But she also said in a interview on Piers Morgan that the DOJ has shut down the Epstein investigations. How dare they? And they won't.
That's not true.
And they won't pursue future arrests. It better not be true.
There'll be civil war.
It better not be true because people are pissed. Man, I went on X and it's just loaded with pissed off people. I even started posting, believe it or not, folks, on Blue Sky. Because, I mean, you want to reach everyone, right? So I went there and posted a few videos, got a few likes, believe it or not. And this is our opportunity.
I've not heard of that before.
That's where all the people on the left went to. That's where they went after they left Twitter. They developed their own Twitter, basically. It's called Blue Sky, and you can see it as bsky.app, I believe. But you'll see In5D on there. And you know, to me, I just want, I see this at number one. Number one, as my hands are still full of dye. But number one, as an opportunity to reach more people, because this is an opportunity for all of us to come together. Because we all agree these PDF files something drastic needs to happen. That's a common thought on both sides. And this is something that can bring us all together. You know? And ultimately, the way I see it, you guys, the ones that have been following me for a long time, you guys know, you know, ultimately, there's something else going on, right? If I can bring together people together for this and have them question anything and everything, eventually they're going to start questioning the things that really matter. What's my life purpose, right? Why am I here? You know, you want to be that impetus that sparks their spiritual journey. And that's what I do. That's part of my job. And to get people to think and question basically everything, including why am I here? What's my life purpose? And eventually, once you start questioning things and go down that rabbit hole, it's going to lead you there. So if I can give a little push, who knows?
Yeah. Yeah, it's all about the great awakening, isn't it? I mean, in everybody, for sure. Yeah.
It is.
So I've got you down, Lisa. Thank you for sharing, liking. Linda W. Thank you 7 times. Thank you. Mel D. Thank you. Jeremiah and Crystal Princess. Thank you for sharing and liking. If anybody's here and they're new, if you subscribe, let us know, and we'll put you on our little draw, our little raffle. And at the end, the last Tuesday, is it this the last Tuesday of this month?
Has to be, yeah. It has to be.
So it'll be tonight that we do the draw then for 2 30-minute readings. So give away those just for liking and sharing and subscribing. You know, just let us know. We appreciate you.
Okay. And I've got it pulled up on my page, so whenever we're ready, we'll punch the numbers in and see what happens.
Yeah. Yeah. So get liking and get sharing, guys, because we'll put it in there. We haven't got that much this month. We're only down to 93 this month. Last month it was 140 something.
Dang.
Yeah.
And we're getting more people watching too, which is interesting. A lot of new faces.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
is ask us anything. We was going to do the chat GBT, but Gregg's opened up some more complications.
Yeah.
I don't know exist. So I'm confused.
Yeah. You can't.
Understand.
There's certain parameters that you cannot use on ChatGPT or Grok when you're putting these parameters in there. But I did find an AI program called Anthro something. I can't remember the name of it. But that was one I was using. But the problem is I'm also using, I use Galaxy AI, Galaxy.ai for my making videos and stuff. Well, at least, actually, I use Filmoria for the actual videos, but I use AI for, images and stuff like that. And they give you like 15 million credits a month. And it sounds like a lot, but the problem is that it chews up credits. Like, for example, I could go through probably a couple million credits just on doing that question and answer for the evening, or maybe all 15 million. I don't know. It chews them up quickly. That's the one thing I don't like about Galaxy.ai. It's a great program, though. If you have the money and can afford to keep buying credits, it's worth it, but I can't afford that.
Well, we'll talk about it. Maybe I can get it and we'll do it on my end. So
yeah, we'll look into it. I think it's called Anthropic. And maybe, we can get something for, who knows, maybe just $20 a month that gives us unlimited thing outside of Galaxy.ai, where we could just use Anthropic the whole month and not have to worry about it.
Yeah.
So we're looking into that, folks, but it's going to be fun once we get it down and going and, start thinking about some questions. And those questions are probably going to change in the next week or so as more information comes out. What's that, Ben?
Using psychic abilities and intuition.
Yeah, I can't believe In5D is still around. I remember finding the website back in 2008 or so. Very good. Yeah, it was right around then. Actually, I had a different website that was exposing how the 2012 was not the end of the world. And in 2009, I ran them concurrent. And that's when I got the Galactic. Actually, 2008 was when I got the Galactic download to build In5D. And here we are. So, yeah, thanks for being around for that long. Yeah, we're still around, still going. Hell yeah.
That's lovely.
Yeah.
I love it when people say that,
I do too.
All your hard work is paid off.
We have reached literally millions of people. Just the videos alone are close to 42 million views. And on the website, I know I was reaching millions of people every month before I got shadow banned.
Yeah.
So how many people we've helped expedite their spiritual journeys, who knows? And then all the shares that people did and all that stuff. So we're doing our job, but you know what? We have a lot more work to do. We're not going to sit there and go attaboy or attagirl. A lot more work to do. We're here for the entirety as long as we can to do, help others in this awakening process.
I love what we do. I love it. And I love hanging out with you on here.
I do too.
It's great.
It goes by so quickly every Tuesday night that we hang out and with you guys and together.
Again. It's like, is it Tuesday again? My goodness. Is anyone else feeling that the weeks and days and everything's going really, really, really quick? Because that's what I'm seeing.
Time is speeding up. So I'm one of my other, I've got so many projects that I'm working on. I was telling Allie about one I'm putting together. It's a short video on, like a little mini movie on basically the event and everything that led up to that point. So it's going to take a while to do, but that's where a lot of my credits are going to be going on Galaxy.ai. And I'm pretty sure you guys will dig it when it's finally done. But that's one of my many projects I'm working on.
So Crystal Princess, is that what she means? So you got to put it on conspiracy mode.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, because I mean, I've been using it for asking silly things. I've been doing that.
Because I asked Grok. I gave him my whole little prompt, and he said I can't do that. And then later on that day, Elon made a post saying, "Oh, you can do all this stuff with Grok." And I said, "Well, bullshit, because earlier today you said I couldn't." He said, "Try it now." And I tried it, and it did work. So I haven't tried it since, but does Grok also have the voice where you can hold the... Let me check. I'm on it right now. I'm on right there. Let me see if there's a voice option where you can answer with a voice.
Mine does. I did it today.
No, that was with GPT, I thought.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I don't see it with Grok. Let me ask. Can you answer me in a voice instead of text? No, I can't switch to voice mode in this interface. I'm limited to text-based responses. If you're using the Grok iOS, Apple, or Android app, voice mode is available there. Okay, I could do that.
Yeah.
Because we would want it on my cell phone, so you guys could pay attention to the questions and hear the answers.
Yeah.
That works. That'll be fun. That'll be a good time.
Yeah. We should experiment with just you and I first, and then see how that goes.
I'd love to experiment with you.
Let's do it. You're a bad one.
Yep. So, what's your point?
No point. Hi, Shannon Rose. Moving swiftly on. And Steve. Hi, Steve. Good to see you.
Hi, everyone. Yeah.
And yeah, and that's the one you pulled out earlier.
Yep.
And Claude AI.
Yeah, that's another good one. Yeah. I have that available. I have that available on Galaxy.ai. I've got a ton of different ones I can use.
Hi, Tink.
There's the Tinkster. Hey, pretty girl.
What I was trying to do, it was quite funny. I was trying to show on the video, on the astrology video, I was trying to show how a pendulum works. And she just thought that was the most amazing thing ever.
A toy.
And so this is what she was doing, wasn't you, Tink? It's like, this is yep.
Yeah, I want to play. I want a pendulum.
It's like, yeah, that's it. So that doesn't help though, Tinky Tink. Don't show your bottom. There's a good girl. Crazy. Yeah. Darling, I can't give you any more sweets, darling. I really can't. You've got to go have something to eat now. Oh dear.
There was a meme posted. I know I posted it on my personal page.
Down there.
I'll see if I can find it, but it reminds me of Tank.
Hi, Claudette. So here's Crystal. I feel like a lot of these programs are just testing to see how much we know, because I catch them lying to me all the time. Well, it definitely lied to me today, saying that Mandelson had not been arrested and they didn't find anything on him. Was like, but he got arrested yesterday. Can you check that out, please? And it just kept doing that spinny spin thing. So Crystal Princess says, finding In5D was life-changing for me.
Aw.
It's lovely.
Thank you.
And Starfeather's got a question for us when we're ready.
Okay.
Oh, that's lovely. Thank you guys for all you do. I'm so glad I have Tuesdays off now and can catch you live again. Yay! Good. Oh. Find me installed ChatGPT the other day. I have only played it a little, but with living room, rearranging designs, kind of cool. Too bad I don't have all that pretty furniture. Yeah, I don't know what mode you're talking about. There's obviously loads of things you can do with it. You let me know when you're ready, because I don't know what you're doing, my darling.
I'm dorking around. Hang on.
It changes its voice and told me to just write my name backwards in a circle and burn it. Oh, I wanted to ask you guys about that. What about? Why did it ask you to do that? So Shannon said, liked and shared. Let me add you to our little listy list. Thank you, Shannon. We got you. Is Elon a fallen angel? Okay. I do believe this is the second Elon. Yeah. Here comes the sun. Hello, sweet souls. Well, hello to you. Yes, I use the app. Only way to go. I really want to see you guys' opinion on how it responded, especially Brock. Very different. We need to know what context it told you to do that. What was you asking in order for it to say, write your name backwards and do this and do that? Yeah, where was, how did you get to that stage? That's how we can help, I think. Another question there coming in from Chrissy, and everyone's saying hi to Tink. My kitty thinks of every dangling thing for her is to play with. Well, good job you haven't got a boyfriend yet, Linda. Hey, could be painful, couldn't it? Oh dear, that's my naughty boy. I'm sorry. I'm in that playful mode today. So I just found my whatever those metal rods are for divination. Having trouble getting them to be consistent. They're a bit tricky, aren't they? Dowsing rods. You can use the dowsing rods, program them first of all what you want them to do, and also what is your yes, no, and not sure. So I always tell my pendulum what is the yes, no. And some people say, show me what your, asks the dowsing rods or pendulum to do it. Yeah.
Here. Oop, that's not it. Where did it go? That. When you correctly guess someone's zodiac sign and you feel spiritual as fuck, that's Tink playing with the pendulum.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. She's the one.
Our little astrology cat.
Oh yeah. She likes to get into every reading that I do. She likes to be there.
Aw, she loves her mommy. I can't blame her. Her mom's hot.
You say so, my darling.
Hottest goddess. I do say so. Okay, let's see. I'm scrolling.
If you're wondering where we got to that one.
Oh, okay. No, I was looking for the first question.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
Understand.
So, question: Trump releasing extraterrestrial files. What will come of this? All right. What I'm feeling, intuitively, is that there's a dual purpose for this. Obama came out beforehand, within a week beforehand, and was talking about extraterrestrials. Right. So Trump comes out, a few days later, and his daughter-in-law, was it Laura? Laura? She said that there's a possibility that he's going to say something, and she said when the time is right. And it was shortly after that we start hearing more stuff about the release. But is this a distraction? Is it a distraction from what's going on? I know people don't want to hear this, but allegedly he told MTG that it will hurt his friends if this stuff comes out. I don't care whose friends get hurt. This stuff needs to come out, period. And if it's to delay it because of that, look over here kind of thing, smoke and mirrors, it's a possibility. Is it because the midterm elections are coming up and it might sway people into voting? That's a possibility. But still, is all this stuff coming at the expense of the victims? Yes. Are they getting justice because of this? No. But, I keep going back and forth on this because I want to be that observer. I want to be fair. And that's the kind of news you want and the kind of opinion you want, from the mainstream media. You want it biased. You don't want to lean one side or the other. You want to look at it almost like the observer, right? Like you're watching a play and you're doing a review. So what will come of this? I do see some very high definition videos that will be coming out. And what that's going to do is, because we're already seeing this in religion, it's part of the collapse. And remember, I've been saying this for years. Money, government, politics, religion, they all need to collapse so they can be built back in humanity's best interest, not rebuilt, because means to do over again. This is part of religion collapsing, and we're starting to put together, through these Epstein files, the association of cannibalism and Catholicism. They're what they're drinking through these Epstein files. They're eating pizza and jerky and all the grape soda and stuff. Well, in Catholicism, they're drinking the adrenochrome of Jesus and eating his body. Put one and one together. They say that both sides of the aisle are the same, are two different wings of the same bird. And using that analogy, religion and politics are two different arms of the same controller. And that controller is not from this planet. You guys know that as well. But that's going to be a bitter pill to swallow when Trump releases these videos that are in high definition of UFOs showing that extraterrestrials have been visiting us for a long time. I mean, for fuck's sake, cavemen were drawing UFOs on their cave wall to 25,000 years ago. Before that, predate the Bible's own existence. And what's going to happen? Eventually, you'll see that collapse within religion. And religion will try to rebuild itself. And I mentioned this in last week's podcast, where how you see the Jesus sign in the back of people's cars of a fish, right? That's going to change to a star. The star relating to an air sign, because Jesus was the age of Pisces. We're transitioning out of Jesus and into the age of Aquarius. the water bearer, but Aquarius is an air sign, so it's going to be a star. But what they're not going to tell you is it's the star of Baal. Look it up, Baal. Everything is upside down and backwards. Religion is not the exception to the rule. So what will come of this? Yeah, we're going to see people questioning their own belief systems, which is a good thing. They need to start questioning those belief systems because they're all outdated. Everything, education, which is brainwashing, and indoctrination. There's nothing good about an education. To you guys who were like Allie and me, that graduated toward the bottom of our class throughout grade school and maybe middle school and high school, bravo. Shows you weren't paying attention. Good for you. I graduated with honors for my BA and my master's, but I was going for stuff that I found fascinating. Psychology, the mind. Why do we do what we do? Why do we think what we think? I know I'm on a soapbox, and I don't mean to take so much time up on this, but it's important that I cover all the bases. That's one thing that will come out of this whole ordeal, is that it will challenge those who are religious. It will challenge their belief system. I have a meme that you can find on my personal page or on the In5D Facebook page. And it says, if a UFO were to land in your backyard, there's two things the extraterrestrial wouldn't have: money and a Bible. And it makes you think, ain't that the truth? How stupid are we of a civilization to have to seek a savior outside of ourselves? The Hopi were right. We are the ones we have been waiting for. That light at the end of the tunnel is you, it's me. We're the ones. And if this whole Epstein thing stalls, we have to be that light at that point and make things happen. But yeah, if a UFO were to land in your backyard, of course they don't have money. They're light years beyond money and religion. And that's part of the age of Aquarius. We're moving out of religion. We're moving out of the age of Jesus, the age of Pisces. We're moving into Aquarius, and we're at that transition point right now. I told you guys, for years, I've been writing about it on In5D since like 2009, Pluto and Capricorn, and how Pluto is known as the destroyer, and it takes down everything that's not in humanity's best interest. Thank you, Pluto, because it's happening right now. Those of you that have followed me for a long time, you've heard me talk ad nauseum about Pluto in Capricorn. Well, it's happening. So yeah, expect major changes when this does come out, and it will come out. Sorry about that soapbox, everyone. Let's see what Allie has to say.
I love your soapbox, darling. I do. I'm not going to be much use today. These pain levels are sky high. So if there are any healers out there, please can you send some my way. What will come of this? Yeah, there's going to be people doubting their previous belief systems. Yeah, I think Gregg said everything that I would have said. So yeah, I can't really add much more onto that, my love.
Well, I mean, just
what is a 2.1 GTA? What is that?
GPA, grade point average.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's in most states it's based on a 4.0 being the highest, but in some states it's a 5.0. In New York, it was 4.0. Mm-hmm. But back then, in my day, when I graduated high school in 1979, they didn't have that. They just had what was your overall grade average. That was probably in the bottom 25%, maybe bottom 20. I had to take summer school every fucking year for English because Dr. Mullins would fail me. The first year I had Dr. Mullins for English, he goes, he's doing roll call. Prescott, Gregg Prescott, here. He goes, are your sisters Tara and Lola? I go, yeah. He goes, oh. Hated me. I remember doing a book report, showed it to my parents, both college educated people. They said it was great. He gave me like a C- on it. Fucker. But yeah, here I am. I've written what, 1,200 articles that have been viewed by millions? Fuck you, Dr. Mullins. Shove it up your ass.
Yeah.
But I digress. Where are we going on that?
No idea, baby.
Can you please send my love, healing energy, everyone? Please.
Thank you. Yeah. You carry on. You carry on.
I don't know where we left off. Hang on. I'm just checking out the comments real quick.
Linda, I have my own things that dangle and no, not balls. I love it. Me too, Linda. Me too.
We are the light at the end of the tunnel. We are. Don't look for that external savior. It's, I know everyone wants something or someone to believe in, Jesus, Trump, or whatever. It's you. You're that divine spark. We all have that divine spark in us. Whatever savior you think is out there, it's you. It's us. We're here to make this change.
We still need somebody at the top, though, love. Sorry, but we do. We need somebody who can help with the military. We need somebody who can help with, bringing down Congress. We need somebody to help with the laws that are already in place. So if we can't do it on our own. No.
See, I was thinking about that earlier today, my love, and that's what it might have to come down to here in the United States. If Congress doesn't act, the military might have to act on their own behalf to make things happen. Start arresting them. But I have a feeling that all the commanders are all tied to Trump, and they wouldn't dare do that without his command. But the country's falling apart, and if nothing gets done, there's no other choice. There are a few other choices, but I don't want to go there. I think this can all be handled peacefully. Yeah.
Have you stopped using your tarot cards then? Because you don't seem to be using them anymore. You used to use them. I know you're not using them.
No, I still use them when we do global predictions.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's just that I wanted to find out if there has been military tribunals. I want to ask that.
Okay, go ahead.
I want yours as well.
No, I'm curious what you say. She's the pro. She's the expert. Yeah, 35 years experience.
About 8.5 or 9 right now. So, because
I'll tell you intuitively.
I channeled through today that there have been. That's why I channeled through today. I'll do it again.
Yeah, I'm trying to think right now. Just tuning into my higher self.
Yeah, it's been dealt with. It's 3. Been dealt with. I
don't know about that. What I'm getting is that there are some, and there are some big names. As a matter of fact, yeah. Epstein is one of them.
Yeah.
But he's not dead. They have him.
Yeah.
And they're hoping he'll sing like a canary. I think he started to. Hasn't fully cooperated. But what you're going to start seeing is celebrities and actors, politicians, it's going to be a morbid year for them. But are they really passing, or have they been shipped off? Are they going underground? We're going to see a lot of this shit. This is the year of the morbidity deaths. Call it right now. You're going to see a lot of it.
Mm.
Yep.
Something saying to people, the guys are saying to me that they've replaced some of the players with either body doubles, mask wearers, that sort of thing, to carry on the movie to wake people up. So not always the dark ones, you know, that we're kind of like hating on, are actually bad people. They might be, you know, the actual like Katy Perry's of this place have already been dealt with, and this is why. If you've seen that Katy Perry one where her eye just keeps falling down, she has to keep pressing here to get it to come back up. You've seen that,
right? Malfunction. This
yeah,
does not compute.
absolutely. And so, you know, that, so I believe that sometimes they're putting something else in place because it has already been dealt with. But you know, sometimes it's the white hats putting a player back into play. But the trouble with this is people need to see justice now. It's no good doing it like that anymore. Not now we know the full extent of what's going on. You know, with all the files, people have to physically see the justice. Even if it's military law, they have to see it.
In related news, the CIA declassified some documents revealing historical plans for mind manipulation through covert drug experiments. And it's called Project Artichoke, and it was the predecessor to MK Ultra. Tells you how long they've been doing this shit and thinking about it.
Mm-hmm.
Evil fuckers.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Next question coming from Jake. Jake Roberts' 2-year-old. Hey Jake, welcome aboard. Is Elon a fallen angel? Interesting question. The first thing that strikes me about Elon are the first 2 letters of his name, L, E-L. Like Ariel, Raphael, Uriel, Gabriel. But is he a fallen angel? Sure as fuck is different, isn't he? I could see that. I could see that. Yeah. Yeah, I think so. I couldn't tell you definitively, but just gut feeling. Yeah. Yeah, I'd go with that. Interesting connection though. E-L. E-L. On. Oh, interesting too. E-L means God. O-N. On. Anunnaki. Could be that lineage as well. L. God. Anunnaki. M-U. Musk. Mu. The land of Mu. Tells you he's been around for a while. So yeah. And those were basically, I'm getting that his name was based on incarnations. Does that sound right? We'll let Allie check it out.
I'm not sure about fallen angels and things, but I have used the dice to create this, and I'm seeing that he's definitely either seen the light. So I feel that he has played the good guy. He's played the bad guy. You know, he's definitely not squeaky clean. Nor is Trump completely squeaky clean. He's done things in the past, but nothing to do with children and nothing to do with evil stuff. With Elon, he's dabbled in, I feel, you know, it's like there was illusions of grandeur, I think they say, like, you know, taking over the world kind of energy. You know, his ego got well away with him at one point. I believe he was visited by the military, the same as Trump was visited by the military. And it was laid out in front of Elon. You know, are you on board with this? Can you help? Can you help bring down the deep state? Can you do this? And his answer was yes. So that's how I feel, you know. So I don't think it answers your question, Fallen Angel, because I don't know about that, but I do know that he is now working alongside the generals. So, yeah.
I'm feeling, you know, and to make just as an addendum to my answer of what I said, his name was basically a culmination of his lifetimes. That's what I'm going with. Not necessarily that he was a fallen angel, but he's an old soul, very old soul, and his name gives it away. This next question I can't answer. Chrissy's asking it. When completing our taxes for 2025, will we have to pay taxes on Social Security? I can't give tax advice. This is for entertainment purposes only.
No.
Yeah. Sorry, Chrissy.
No, unfortunately not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Curious what your gut's telling you. It's probably spot on.
It was interesting. This lady, I said this in the astrology that is going to come out. I said, this woman asked, should I retire? Okay. So I said, for entertainment purposes only. Okay. Don't do it just because I said, okay, as long as we understand this. And so picked out the card, the world. The second card out, the sun.
Wow.
That's a double yes there. But obviously do what you think. But, you know, it's like, you know, we have to be careful. We do have to be careful.
Let's try to find our next question.
Tonight's the time that you can ask personal questions if you need to as well, remember.
Like, for example, could they say, if I were sitting right next to you, would I be grabbing your ass?
Yes, he would be.
I would be.
No, maybe not, because he knows I'm in pain. So, yeah.
That's true. I'd be rubbing your back, and then I'd go down for a quick little grope and come back up and rub your back a little bit more.
Yes.
That's what I would do. I'm honest. I love you.
I love you, darling.
Yeah, boy, ain't that the truth. The super hardcore Christians say aliens are demons. I'm a Christian, not asleep. All right. No, that you're right. You're right. 100%. There's another one. Retro agrees.
They want you to believe in all of that. That's what they want. They want anything that's going to divide you or hurt you and then manipulate you. And keep you on a low vibration of fear, anxiety, stress, anger, pain, all of that. It wants all of it.
In my own opinion, though, you know, I feel like we were seeded here by various galactic nations, which explains the differences in blood types, ethnicity, skin color, RH values, everything, language. What if each language was a star language? That explains us a hell of a lot better than Adam and Eve. And if that's true, we don't need disclosure. We're already here. Yes. And those UFOs, that's our family.
Yeah. Yeah. I agree.
I don't know. Boswellia. Did you ever hear of that? And turmeric plus intermittent fasting helps lower my inflammation levels, Allie.
I've tried the fasting, and I do take turmeric. Yeah, I do take that. I rattle, to be fair. The amount of vitamins everyone says, try this, try that, try this, try that, try this, try that. I'm like, I'll give it a go.
Yep.
Thank you, Chrissy.
I see and hear people saying no rest, my eyes roll and head shakes. That's ridiculous to me.
Because in our hearts, we do. I know there has been, but I totally get the irate energy of we have to see it now.
Yeah.
Right now, no more dilly-dallying. We have
arrest one fucking person.
Well, in England, we've had 2 arrests, but
file charges against one person. That's out of 3 million pages. File charges against just one person for now.
Yeah.
Just one. Certainly, out of 3 million pages, there's one. There's probably a shitload of them.
Yeah. They cannot get away with this. No.
Yeah, the state of
the same with Diddy. What happened with all those celebrities? I was waiting for some of that to come about.
Yep. Nothing burger once again. Isn't the State of the Union tonight? It is, but you're much better off here. Thank you.
It's the State of the Union. Tell me what it is.
President's speech basically for the year, and a bunch of people that are on the left are protesting by not going, not attending.
The last time, was this last time, or when was that they just sat there and didn't do anything, and they held up these little placards?
Oh yeah. I think that was last year.
Yeah.
I think that was last year. That's funny.
That's so pathetic. I mean, they made themselves out, especially because he was saying some heartfelt things about, people dying and things like that, and they still didn't. They showed themselves up to be evil, absolutely evil.
Elon's name is from a book by Werner von Braun in 1948. Project Mars, A Technical Tale. Interesting. He was that NASA scientist that came over from Project Paperclip that spoke to Carol Rosin on his deathbed and told him about the last card, which will be the alien invasion. Oh boy. Here you go.
That's not something I should be doing on here, I don't think. The cards can't give you advice, but I feel that that's too much of a heavy question to be asking on here.
I will say this though. Oftentimes your intuition guides you, and go within. What's your inner self telling you? Are you seeing any signs? Are there any synchronicities that are pointing you within one direction or the other? All right, just pay attention to those little signs because you're getting them all the time. Okay.
Get the Wheel of Fortune, which means there is change coming. 100%, there's change coming.
Exactly. Light languages are star race languages. Definitely. But is it possible that those star languages could be Spanish, Russian, Polish, Italian?
Yeah.
You know? Can Allie turn up her volume a bit? I hear you fine. Does anyone else have an issue with Allie's?
I have to be a bit careful because I've got I'm in a flat and my neighbour's above me, so I have to be, because if I turn my volume up, then Gregg's volume is also up, and it's then loud. So
What?
yeah,
What?
may not be a good thing.
Personal question from Crystal Princess. Are things going to be harmonious with the new people buying the house we live at? Buying the house where we live. Just give me a minute. I think so, but they're going to come up with some kind of like minor shit that was on them to begin with, that maybe they should have inspected it, or maybe they just didn't notice, or maybe it was something that happened after they took over possession of it, and then they're trying to blame you. It's something minor, something trivial, but overall, yeah, it'll be okay. Yep.
Okay, let's have a little look. Yeah, I got good stuff, but I do feel as if you've outgrown the property anyway. So I can see you moving quite soon. So yeah, so I agree with what Gregg said. It felt right. You know, that they feel as if they have been cheated out of something, or you know, been lied to, but it's not your fault. It's not anything to do with you. The new people, I don't know if there is some health issues or something to do with that, or was that the previous owner? Was there some health issues there? Because I feel as if, you know, that might be why they've sold up. I don't know, but anyway, I feel as if they're not going to bother you much. It's just there might be one issue, and then they won't bother you much. But I can see you moving anyway.
Right on. Sarah, question: how are you guys so amazing? I'm so glad you follow your intuition. Aw.
Yeah.
She's the amazing one. The amazing Allie, they call her. Oh wait, they call her the hottest goddess and the amazing Allie.
No, you do.
Damn right I do.
Yeah. Oh, I love you.
I love you, baby. Linda, didn't the alien invasion happen millions, billions of years ago?
I'd say so. Or were they there before us? That's one of the questions, maybe.
Ooh, that's a good question. Yeah, I keep going back to that story about how there was life elsewhere, and I think they went to Mars, and then they went to the moon, and then they came here because they were getting followed by a predatory race. And from the work of Robert Morningsky, he said, you know, and this is going to resonate now more than ever. He said that there's a huge trafficking issue going on up around Orion's belt, which if you go outside tonight in the northern hemisphere, you're going to see that Orion's belt, those 3 stars. And if you follow those stars, you're going to see a cluster of planets. Those are the Pleiades. But he was saying that there is a lot of trafficking by basically the queen bee up there, whoever that might be. But you know, that's their currency, is beings, humans, just like it is down here. Scary, huh? Morning Sky said that 20 some odd years ago. And you can find those videos on YouTube. Fascinating story. He's got a couple of videos out. His older one is the more interesting one. As he got older, he kind of, I think Michelle and I interviewed him once, but he kind of got away from all that fascinating indigenous material and went off on a different tangent. I don't know if he got threatened or replaced, or I don't know, but his original material was fascinating.
Mum and I were listening to, it's called the Vril, VRIL race. And basically they are like parasites that basically take over a human being. And there's darkness around. So yeah, it's a good idea for us to just cleanse ourselves every now and again, just to visualize ourselves in a bubble, and as soon as that bubble goes around us, visualize it cutting away anything attaching to us. You know, I think if we all did that more often, you know, we should do it morning and we should do it before we go to sleep at night. And you can also program it that you know, you click your fingers and you know, the bubble goes up. So it's a, you know, protection is important these times, more than anything. It's very important. Don't you agree, darling?
I agree. Heather was saying my volume was up too high. So what I did was I hit the auto adjust on my volume. Does that sound any better right now?
It didn't sound bad at all. It sounded fine to me.
Okay. Hopefully it sounds better now. Because maybe that's why it sounds so different. Maybe it sounds why you sound so much more quiet is because mine's too high. Yeah. From day 5650, welcome aboard. Will I be happier single or in a marriage after 2 years with my forever person? Well, I mean, logic would tell you that you'd be happier with your forever person if it's forever. Although sometimes they come together and do go apart. But what I'm feeling is that definitely you'd be better, and just, you know, if there are those things that where you end up starting to grow apart, that's your opportunity to come together even closer. Okay. So you can work through anything if your heart's into it. But if you're thinking maybe this isn't for me already, then maybe it's not the right thing. Don't, you know, the just planting that seed of doubt could be an awfully bad thing to do. If it's already there, you're going to be questioning, oh, why did he do this, or what? You're going to be looking for shit that doesn't exist. Okay, and that's basically what I see. You?
I'm confused about this question because I don't know if he's talking about two people or one person. It's confusing. Single,
I'm assuming it's the same person.
or marriage after 2 years with my forever person. So I mean, it's a.
I see what you're saying, though. I can see it from that angle. Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm just going to look into your love life. That's what I'm going to do. Okay. I'm just going to look into your love life and see what they say.
Good call.
Okay. So there's some mischievous energy around your love life. So I don't know if there's kind of like a naughty behavior, or maybe you or someone is up to things that they perhaps not quite right. I feel that there is a need to either commit or don't commit. Okay, that's the feeling there. And communication needs to be more open and honest, because at the moment nobody knows where they stand, or, people are very confused who are playing a part in this scenario. There's a lot of confusion, and there's somebody who's getting more and more angry and agitated about this. So yeah, it's already creating a bad vibe at this moment in time. So that's what I pick up about that. So yeah, don't know if that helps or not, but that's what I get. But thank you everybody for sending healing. I appreciate that very much. I do.
Okay, let's here's our next question from Co-Create Happy. How much longer will Canada have to put up with carnage? The first thing that comes to me when I see that question, I hate to say it, but it's got to play itself out, And I get it, man. There's a lot of voter fraud everywhere, but even up there, I mean, it's not like you guys vote on people the way we do here in the United States, so you're kind of screwed. But this, like I mentioned earlier in the show, the whole Pluto and Capricorn thing, that's bringing up the truth, that brought up the truth vibration, and now it's just starting to get exposed. That's contagious. And you guys are already starting to see it in Canada. They're seeing it in the UK. It's going on all around the world. People had enough. Man, when I go on to X, people are fucking livid. And they should be. They should be. There needs to be accountability. And so far, big fat zero. And this is going to bring us all together globally. So it's going to collapse everywhere. It has to. It all as scary as it sounds, it all has to collapse. It does. And we're going to be okay, because I have a feeling white hats already have plans made in the background, so it's not going to be traumatic. But it all has to collapse. Money, government, power, religion, all that shit. And we're watching it happen right before our eyes. This is an incredibly amazing, time to be alive right now, because we're witnessing history. We're witnessing our humanity finally moving into a type 1, type 1 planet. We're not even a freaking type 1 yet. There's stages of progression for civilizations, extraterrestrial civilizations. We're not even a type 1. Once we move beyond all that shit, money, government, power, religion, politics and religion, that's when we step up. I have a video I just put out, and it's related to an article I put out about the Council of Elders, and a video I put out as well about that, and which is also related to an article and video that I put out called What the World Needs Right Now. And it presents scenarios and options, ideas on how to move beyond all of that shit. And I think, once we start thinking and exchanging ideas, there's no one specific answer, but everybody could contribute something to make this world a better place for all of us. My idea about the Council of Elders, it doesn't have to be elders, because elders infers that it's old people. It doesn't have to be old. The only two things you have to do is be transparent and work in humanity's best interests. That's it. And we can vote on the council of whatever you want to call them every day, every week, every month, and hold them accountable. What'd you do this week? Right? What'd you do yesterday? Well, you can have a day off, but by the week would be at a minimum. Probably, bi-weekly or monthly would be okay as well. Although I think bi-weekly would be better than a month, because they could sit on their ass for a month and do something for 2 days and say, oh, I did all this. Well, fuck you. You didn't do shit. You could have done a lot more for humanity. I volunteer for that job. I would work for fucking free, and I know a lot of you would too. But yeah, this whole, I'll call it Council of Elders, but like I said, it doesn't have to be old people. It's just people that work in humanity's best interests. And there would be an overseeing council as well, an overseeing council of whatever you want to call them. You can vote on them as well. No United Nation. No. That's a Rockefeller bullshit thing. It's all about globalism. In some ways, a new world order, don't roast me on this, because just hear me out first. In some ways, a new world order could be a good thing. Why? How? Well, what if one of the requirements was that we all speak the same language and dissolve that barrier where we can actually communicate with each other? I don't care if we all have to learn Spanish, Russian, Polish. I don't care. Let's all be able to communicate with each other, right? Erase the whole borders and boundaries thing. Even nations, because if it could be, the Council of Elders could just be a geographical thing in different areas, larger areas, and then smaller ones, microcosms of that. But in larger areas, it wouldn't matter if you're in Russia, the United States, Mexico, Australia, New Zealand, because we're all working together at that point. That would be a good thing. If that was a one world order or a new world order, you see, it's just fucking words. And they've twisted everything around on us. Spelling, good morning, MOURNING. What if we spun things around on them? They make us think that 13 is an unlucky number. No, it's not. It's a sacred number. 13 moons in a year. 13 squares on a box turtle, right? What if we turn that around? Yeah, a new world order of what Bush and all the globalists are saying. Fuck that. But if we could all agree on certain things where everybody's working in humanity's best interests everywhere, China, Japan, Korea, the United States, Germany, the Netherlands, all of us. Do you know how fast we would evolve? I could go for that. So, yeah, you want to give me shit for saying, I can see a new world order? Under that light, I think many of you could too. But only under that kind of light, or amendments that are working, whatever amendments there would be that we all agreed on, that work in humanity's best interest. Am I crazy? I don't think so. A little. You got to be to question everything, especially as badly as indoctrinated as we have been. Let me check out the chat, see what you guys are doing there. Yeah, it is a great day, a great time to be on this planet. We are making history, folks. You're all part of it. We are the mothers and fathers of the dawning of the new age of Aquarius. We're it. Tag, you're it. And you're it. And you're it. And you're it. And I hope you guys all appreciate the magnitude of this period of time that we're in right now. It is freaking huge. Huge. Or Trump would say, huge. It's huge. It's huge. Let's see where else. What we got here. That's my sign language, the New World Order. Yeah, mine too. Under the globalist proposition. Yeah, Exactly, Crystal. In an insane world, a sane man must appear insane. I swear, this is one of those Mandela effects. I swear to effing God that Spock told that to Kirk. I can remember how old I was, where I was, and watching that episode. Never happened. I know it happened. Because it was so profound, I never forgot it. And I was just a freaking kid back then. I might have been 12, 13 years old, tops. But I heard that. I'm like, wow, he's right. Am I crazy about that too? Did anyone else hear that? And these Mandela effects, keep track of them. There's been literally dozens of them, if not hundreds, right? And these are timelines converging. And we're seeing that happening right now. On one timeline, it was this, and on another timeline, it was that, okay? Apparently, we're on the timeline where Spock didn't say that. I know he did. I'm not crazy. That's a song by Suicidal Tendencies, Institutionalized. I'm not crazy. Institutionalized. You're the one who's crazy. Institutionalized. Driving me crazy. Actually, I didn't care for their punk version, but when they went to hard rock, I really enjoyed them. It was a good band. Great guitarist, Rocky George. Oh my God, one of my favorite guitarists. But I digress. I'm seeing what Allie's saying because I've been waiting for her to get back in, and I don't see her. She left 2 messages. I'm shaking with pain. I can't come back on the screen. Aw, I love you, honey. Please, 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 everyone, send Allie lots of loving, healing energy right now, please. I'll hang out with you guys, but God, my heart's breaking. Oh. Well, actually, yeah. She's writing right now. She says she's listening. I feel like I should call her, honestly. She's saying no. I knew she would say no because she never puts herself ahead of me. She always puts me ahead of her, and I do the same with her. I love you. I'm looking right at you, my love. I love you. And thank you to everyone who's sending Allie loving, healing energy. Vera just did that, sending loads of love, healing love energy. Thank you, Vera. Linda, love and healing to dear Allie. Thank you. Co-creating happiness, sending much love and healing to Allie. I love you guys. Thank you for doing that. Julie and Julianne Spiritual, sending healing. Oh, my poor Allie. Oh. Costs nothing to send love. Heather, love and light to Allie. Retro Girl, sending love and healing. Lilith, love you, Allie. You know, you guys don't see it. Allie and I talk almost every day. Just about every day. For quite a while. We FaceTime for quite a while. Most of the time she's in excruciating pain, but she puts on a smile to be here. But when she's rocking at the beginning of the show, and you can see it in her eyes, she's doing that for you guys. Like I said, she puts everyone ahead of herself, despite the excruciating pain that she's in. So, Allie said, thank you, everyone. I'm going to scroll back and get to some more questions. So I think I left off with the Canada question. Allie is beautiful and amazing. Linda. Crystal says, you're both amazing. I love that hottest goddess. Me too. That'll make her smile. Yeah, and there you are, Vera. I didn't get down to that far yet, but how are you? Good morning to you in the Netherlands. Retro Girl has the next question. Does anyone remember Alex Collier? I do. I think they mic'd him, MK'd him. But he talked about the trafficking to other moon decades ago. Interesting. Yeah, it's interesting. Yeah, I know he's a fascinating character. Alex, aka Ralph Amagran, I think is his real name. Just like Jordan Maxwell was Russell Pine. Fascinating storyteller. Some of the stuff he says I have a hard time swallowing. But it's still interesting nonetheless. You don't throw the baby out with the bathwater. It's a horrible metaphor. You'd flush the baby down the drain. I'm kidding. Kill two birds with one stone. That's another horrible one. Who came up with those? Oh, okay. So, Allie, if you're listening, it was only one person from day 5860. And I'm supposed to meet him in 2 years from now. Oh. That's an interesting scenario. 2 years you got to wait to meet this man of your dreams. Well, if you're in contact with him now, if you're at least able to do FaceTime and stuff like that, and that's where your heart is, be loyal. Yeah, don't be single up until then. If that's where your heart is, it's where it better be. But if your heart's not there right now, be honest with him, if nothing else. Okay? Quad B, how are you? Is there going to be 3 days of darkness? I don't know why I was shown this when I shut my eyes, but I saw 2 moons. Almost like merging, or one was over the other, kind of like a Venn diagram kind of thing. What I'm feeling, though, is we're not going to see that in our lifetime. and it may have happened in the past and probably will happen in the future. But in our lifetime, in the next 50 years, I don't see that happening. Let me chalk that down, the next 20 to 30 years. I was just getting this intuitive feeling that it could happen in the next 50 years, 30 to 50. I won't be here for it. Good luck to everyone else. Sorry. I'm 60, turned 66 this year. Yeah, I'd be surprised if I live to 96, although my dad is 96, but he hasn't had quadruple bypass, so. Oh, yeah. It's a great time to be on this planet. We may witness things beyond our comprehension. I totally feel that, Claudette. Totally. Allie, could you put Vera on the healing list, please? See, that's a possibility too. Crystal Princess said, I say all the time that if everybody just learned sign language, we can communicate with the whole world. I brought this up on a previous show we did. I know there's a few people out there that feel the same way I do. Talking to me is a struggle. It's not easy to orate, to talk, to be in front of a crowd. This isn't easy for me. I've gotten used to it. It still doesn't make it any easier. And you see some people on YouTube and Facebook or Instagram, TikTok, and they're great orators. I'm not that person. I feel like it's more natural to be telepathic. Telepathy is more of a genuine feeling that I can relate to, other than trying to search and find the word. Because in my mind, I already know everything that I want to say to that person. Organizing these words in a third dimensional reality is difficult. It's as if, you volunteered to come here from a higher plane or existence or whatever. And you come here and you have to basically learn the third dimensional ways of being. And it's not easy. Like Dolores Cannon says, it's like walking through molasses. And the same kind of thought pattern, you could say, would occur when you're trying to organize your thoughts. It's like your thoughts are going through molasses. It's kind of like, I don't know if anyone feels this either. One of my most common recurring dreams is flying. I can fly. In real life, I'm petrified of heights. I hate heights. But in dreams, I've been doing it all my life. Soar up and down, arch my back and swoop down. It's exhilarating. It's fun. It's probably why I've got a lead foot when I drive, because it reminds me of, being able to go outside my body and travel like that, which we all can do in the dream state. That feels natural. And I've said for a long time, the dream state is closer to our true spiritual reality than the waking life. Why? Because you go outside of time. There's no time there. That's spiritual reality. Time doesn't exist. And when you put it in that perspective, everything's already happening at the same time. I do this a lot too. The clock in my kitchen, on my stove, when the power went out, few days ago or a few weeks ago. I never reset the clock. But every time I go into the kitchen and I look at the clock, not every time, but it feels like it. I look at the clock and it's 1:11, 5:55, 1, 2, 3, 4. For me, 10:19, my birthday. Keep seeing these numbers. Or, dig this, I'll set the timer. This happens all the fucking time too. Let me know if this happens to you guys too. I'll set the timer in the kitchen. I basically work out of my bedroom. That's where I'm at right now. But I set the timer in the kitchen. I might set it for 50 minutes. Could be an hour and a half. Could be 4 hours. Doesn't matter. But I'll walk into the kitchen and it'll be counting down the last few seconds without me having any idea. I just feel it's about that time. And I walk in the kitchen and it's counting down the last few seconds. Or the timer goes off as I'm walking there. You know what I say? I've done this before. I've done this before. If time doesn't exist, if that's happened to you, you've done that before. You already knew when to get up and do whatever it was you're supposed to do. And that timer is your signal that says you're paying attention. Universe is watching. All that, man, that shit happens a lot. All that stuff. Telepathy. Yeah, feeling that. Well, I am gonna sign off. I need to call my hottest goddess and help her through her time. I want to thank you all for being here. If it's your first time here, welcome aboard. Thank you for being part of our In5D family. If you're watching on the recorded version, welcome aboard as well. Leave a comment. Be sure to check out Ally's website, PsychicAlly.net. One of the best readings you'll ever have. As for me, you know where to find me. In5D, obviously, on Facebook or my personal Facebook page. In5D.com.VIP for VIP members. In5D Patreon, which we have a Patreon meeting next Wednesday. First Wednesday, Insiders Club private chat next Wednesday. So all of you Patreon members, I'll see you there then. Ally's is tomorrow night, or Thursday night, excuse me. Ally's Patreon message. I have to pull some numbers too before I sign off. And I forgot how many numbers Ally said there were. So Ally, if you're watching right now, maybe you could tell me to give away a couple free readings. Or maybe we'll just do it next week. Yeah. I hate to postpone it, but you know, that's her gig, you know. Anyway, if no one told you this yet today, please allow me to be the first. You are loved. You are appreciated. Thank you for your service to humanity. Till the next time, I'm Gregg, In5D, sending you all infinite love and light from my heart and Ally's heart to yours. Take care, everyone. See you the next time. Peace. Go Chiefs.